Hey everybody, it's Krissy here with the Brook Library. One of the things we've always wanted to do at the library is cooking programs, but we've never been able to do it because our building just doesn't have the equipment. So I thought, why not take advantage of the current situation, working from home, and go ahead and try our hand at virtual programming. So welcome to my kitchen. If you guys are like me, your sweet tooth has dominated this quarantine. And I'm gonna blame genetics because my sister actually sent me this recipe that I'm gonna share with you all today. And it's a great recipe because it's very simple ingredients and you probably already have everything you need in your kitchen. So today we're gonna make chocolate chip banana muffins. They're delicious. Are they breakfast? Are they dessert? Nobody knows. We eat them all day long, so anything goes. So today to make your recipe, you're going to need 4 ripe bananas, 1/3 cup of melted butter that has already cooled. You're going to need 2/3 cup of sugar, 1 egg, a teaspoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of baking soda, a pinch of salt, 1.5 cups of flour, and the best ingredient, a whole cup of chocolate chips. So to get things started, you're going to want to go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. And the first step with the food is you're going to go ahead and you're going to mash all of your bananas really well with that 1/3 cup of melted butter. And I already went ahead and did that step. And when you mix it, you want it to be nice and creamy, not chunky. Usually when I make my banana bread, chunky flies. But here you don't want it to be chunky. You want it to be nice and creamy, smooth. So I've already done that. Got the bananas and the butter in here. Next, I'm going to add in my 2/3 cup of sugar, and the egg and the vanilla. Now I use my KitchenAid, but if you don't have a mixer, that's perfectly fine. The recipe actually calls to just mix it with a fork. So I'm gonna kick this on and get this stirring here. And once this mixes in, next we're gonna go ahead and do our teaspoon of baking soda and our pinch of salt. And we'll let that mix in real nicely. I love this recipe because I did not get the cooking gene in my family. My sister totally got the cooking, baking, everything gene. But this is a pretty foolproof recipe. Next I'm going to add in the flour. I think this is probably about my 3rd or 4th batch of these just during quarantine. They don't last very long in my house. My husband has even been packing them as snacks in the tractor when he goes to work, so it does not last very long. So I went ahead, I just added in the butter, or not the butter, the flour, sorry. And last ingredient, chocolate chips, piece of cake, right? Now once you put the chips in, the chocolate chips in, you don't want to let it blend too long. You only want to mix it until it's all nice and blended. You don't want to overmix this step. So you just kind of keep an eye on it. And it already looks good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and kick this off. Now this makes about, I usually get like 18 to 20 muffins out of this. So it's a really big batch. So what I'm going to do is put them in my muffin tins here. And I've already greased these up. I like to grease my muffin cups. So we'll pop this up. And my hack that I like to use, I love to use an ice cream scoop to fill up my cups. It's less messy. I'm not a big mess person. So I'm gonna use my handy dandy ice cream scoop here to fill up my muffin tins. And you only want to fill them about 2/3 of the way full. Because they don't really rise like a cupcake would. So I'm going to fill these about 2/3 of the way full. And see, the ice cream scoop just makes it nice and easy. And one scoop usually equals about 2/3 of a cup. So it's kind of the perfect amount for your muffin cups here. Okay, so I'm gonna keep filling and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so our muffin cups are full and they're ready to go in the oven. We're gonna stick them in at 350 degrees for about 18 to 20 minutes. And the way you'll tell if they're done is when you pop the top, you kind of just bump the top a little bit, is you want it to bounce back up. You don't want it to stay sunk down. That's kind of a little rule of thumb. So here they go. Okay, so we're just gonna pop them on in. And we'll let them bake for about 18 to 20 minutes and we'll see what they turn out like. Okay guys, the timer just went off, so let's see what our muffins look like. Pop these out here. They smell delicious. I wish you guys could smell these. All right. So you want to be careful because they're obviously very hot. I'm going to dump them out onto my cooling rack here so I can show you. Look how delicious this looks, okay? All chocolatey and banana-y goodness. So make sure they cool. Don't burn yourselves. But before they get all the way cool, make sure you sneak one or two because they're the best when the chocolate is still gooey. So to finish them off, I'll just pop them on my drying rack and let them cool down for a bit. Thank you guys so much for watching with me. I had a lot of fun making these. I miss all of your faces, so please give this a try and pop some pictures down in the comments section and tell me how yours turned out. I want to see all of you guys and your awesome cooking. If you have any ideas that you want to see for some more virtual programming, send it our way. We're going to see what kind of programs we can bring you online. I hope you guys are staying home, staying safe, and I really hope we can see you again very soon.